It's time here for the second semis at the CBTF USPL in association with MTR. Thank you so much to our principal sponsor, CBTF Speed News. When it comes to cricket prediction and reliable gaming, CBTF is the choice. Thank you to our associate sponsor, MTR. We're here with the Texas Cowboys up against the NJ Titans. We're here at the toss. We have NJ Titans captain Raj Bhavsar and the captain for the Texas Cowboys, Jalad Dua. Umpire coordinator, Danny Khan. Heads is the call. Tails are the winner. NJ Titans have won the toss, so what have you chosen to do and why, Raj?
We're going to bowl first. The wicket looks good, and I feel like with our batting lineup, I think we can chase down any score. So we would like to put the pressure on the other team to set the total, and we can go from there.
Absolutely. I mean, the first semis, we saw what happened, especially putting on that score. And I think, there was a lot of pressure, especially for them once they had that low score. And then, do you have any changes for the side?
Yes, we have one change. Viraj Desai is going to sit out, and Rahul Mishra is coming back in.
Well, all the best.
Thank you.
So, Jalad, if you had won the toss, what would you have done?
We would have bowled as well. And yeah, the wicket looks good. And we have a good batting lineup. But yeah, toss is not in our hands. So yeah, we'll bat.
Now, in the morning, they were only able to put up 81 runs on here. So what do you think, would be a par total?
I guess around 180, 190 will be good. And we have a good batting lineup. So yeah, we are hoping to, put up a good score and not let them chase.
Absolutely. And I think, the journey so far that Cowboys have had so far in the tournament, a lot of ups and downs, and luckily getting here. What has been the team talks, to try to get them prepared, try to set the nerves in?
Yeah, we have a good, local talent here, and, everyone is so confident, and yeah, we are up for a win, and hopefully we win it and, take the championship.
And do you have any changes to the squad?
Yeah, we have like 2-3 changes, like we have Chiru in, we have Gaurav in, and we have one more change, I guess. I'm not sure about it, but yeah, we have 3 changes.
No worries. All the best, Jalad.
Thanks a lot.
So the NJ Titans have won the toss and have elected to bowl. It's going to be a great matchup. I mean, you're going to see Kulvinder Singh up against Unmukh Chand and Shrey Parmar up against Syed Abdullah. So stay tuned as the second semis starts your way. We're heading back to the studio.
First delivery, left outside the off stump. The Cowboys, the Titans winning the toss, bowling first. Raj Bhavsar, the captain, calling right.
So it appears to be Udit Patel and Neil Narvekar, the batsman who would have left one alone. So we're all settled in, ready to go. A flash outside the off stump that doesn't go well. The ball goes through to the keeper. So things are on the way here for the second semi-final. We saw earlier on Florida Sharks prevailing in the first semi-final. So here we go, second semi-final. Udit Patel has started well. And Narvekar driving well straight up to mid-off. Now his short is posted out on the deep. We're about to witness perhaps a cracker of a game. We saw a bit of a lopsided contest in the earlier one with Florida Sharks getting the best or the better of the Mavericks, but we're down to the second semi-final. Texas Cowboys having been sent in here, led by Jalad Dua, and Titans being led by Raj Bhavsar, who played a very good hand yesterday along with Neil Patel to put them into the semi-final. We've seen a very good start here from Udit Patel. He's bowled well in this tournament and looks to be a good young prospect of a fast bowler. Salek Iqbal comes in to strike.
What a dominant performance it was from the Sharks. Speaking of dominance, that's going to be the first boundary for the Texas Cowboys. Different opening pair today. No Syed Abdullah in the top order at least, or the opening 2 underway. Sorry, Salek.
Yeah, that's a big shot from Salek Iqbal. He's another player that likes to go over the infield early. Maybe a good plan here to push Abdullah down one notch And Neil Narveka, certainly not new to opening. He has opened before, and I've seen him play a couple of times. He's a quality left-hander, and the plan perhaps to use Neil and Salik at the top of the order so far. It's up to 6 for no loss in the first over, being bowled here by Udit Patel.
It's an interesting call, though, not to have Saeed Abdullah, who's opening all the games of this tournament. Very interesting that he's not been given the opening role in the semi-final.
Well, that's a good-looking shot from Neil Narveka. Will only get a single. Nevin Stewart patrolling the long off area for the time being. Couple of fielders outside of the 30-yard ring.
And they've won 7 for none.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So Noman Iftikhar will continue. A team that's really come into their own late in this tournament. The Titans started off with a loss, but then won 2 games on the fly to ensure that they get into this position.
So we've seen Udit Patel. Now we'll be backed up with Noman Iftikhar, Malay Singh, Raj Bafsar. Some of the other bowlers could factor here this afternoon. So Neil Narvekar, the left-hander, on strike 7 for no loss.
Has to rebowl that one. Iftikhar, real looseness to start.
So Parish Deshmukh is the keeper. So things are on the way here as Noman Iftikhar would have given up a wide. First extra of the morning comes off the shoulder of Nomi Iftikhar. Ball outside the off stump. Oh, punched away. That's a lovely shot from Narvekar. Fielder comes around, the ball wins, and that goes away for 4.
Important strike for Narvekar. Now he hits his first boundary of this innings. The Cowboys well on their way. Their team with just play team cricket together.
Yeah, Neil Patel, we saw him a blazing finish towards the end of yesterday's game. Couldn't come across. A good looking shot from Neil Narvekar. And any ball short outside the off stump, Nikhil, isn't that licensed to go big and get a chance to free the arms?
Especially in the power play. Like that, but luckily for him, he gets away with it.
Yeah, might have kept tad low again. Snapped up there by Parish Deshmukh. We've seen some big name keepers in this tournament, and we've also seen some keepers that pretty much quote unquote unknown, but they have done some good glove work. Parish Deshmukh is one of them. So Unmuk Chan getting into part of the leadership here, trying to set the fielders into good positions. So the coach of the New Jersey Titans is Vishal Patel. He's the coach of the men out in the field. And you got to say, coach will be happy to know that their boys are in the last 3 teams standing. We came here with 8 cards, Nikhil. We're down to the last 3. Florida Sharks, Texas Cowboys, and New Jersey Titans.
And of course, one of these teams will join. The Cowboys want it to be them. They're going to have to hit some more like this. Join the Sharks in that final. Goes to the boundary for 4. 3rd boundary in the inning so far.
Yeah, this has been a very good start from the Texas Cowboys. They're going at 9.6 at the moment. Can't ask for a better start. Couple of fours in this over. Noman Iftikhar, we know he's a better bowler than giving away 9 runs and 4 balls. But we've seen 2 good shots here from Neil Narveka. And for the time being, Salek Iqbal is watching the proceeding, what goes on. He himself would have helped himself for a boundary in the last over. So we've seen a good opening stand here of 16 on the board so far. So beauty of a delivery here from Noman Iftikhar. Goes through the defense of Neil Narveka, not stopped cleanly by Parish Deshmukh. So powerful batting order posted here, supported here by Texas Cowboy. Saeed Abdullah to come, Jaladua. Oh, the ball have eluded Parish Deshmukh, and we'll have to wait and see if there's a signal.
Turned out to be a very expensive over from the Titans. Not what you want to do. You don't want to give up too many in this side of this power play. Have to work for the runs. It's going to be a signal for end of 2. A flying start for the Cowboys. 20 for none.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com। यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो। विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So Iqbal picks up a single. And Nikhil, when you look at this Texas Cowboys batting lineup, we could see Saeed Abdullah next, Jaladua to follow.
I'm interested by this strategy though, to not allow Saeed Abdullah to open the batting. He had gotten some starts in the tournament, but nothing substantial based on his standards. I wondered, could it be a tactic to attack the spinners in the middle overs, so he's asked to come down the order? Interesting. Him and Jaladua, you think if they could get away. Johan as well, we saw him a couple of times, and then you speak very highly of Rizwan Mazar. So a pretty powerful middle order for this Cowboys team, but this opening pair is the key. They're giving them a really good start.
So ball flicked into the onside, runs here. Will come back for a couple of runs, running up towards the wide mid-on boundary. We'll have to wait and see. They may have pulled it back. 3 runs. We haven't seen too many trees run on this ground, but there's one this afternoon.
Yeah, saves 1 run for his team. Every run so crucial. Udit Patel was taking some early wickets. Needs another one.
Yeah, they're off to a good start. 24 in the 3rd over. And the irony is, Nikhil, we haven't seen them go a-blazing yet. There have been runs that have come from behind. We've seen a couple of 4s behind the keeper. We've seen a 4 from Salek Iqbal to the offside of the boundary. And we have seen runs, and we've seen another 4 on the onside. So they haven't gone guns a-blazing, but look at that. 24 on the board. And this is just over number 3. So straight into the hands of the man, a short mid-off. Unmuk Chan takes an easy catch, a regulation catch, and that's the end of Salek Iqbal. Take a look.
Real soft dismissal for Salek Iqbal, just finding extra cover. No real timing on it. Didn't really get out the middle of the bat. And Unmuk Chan takes a good catch to strike first. The Titans, they were just under the pump for these first 3 overs, but that wicket will do a lot in bringing them back into this game.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com.
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो.
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So Saeed Abdullah comes to the crease at the fall of Salek Iqbal. And he comes in here at 24 for 1. Udit Patel striking in his second over. Straightforward catch for Unmuk Chan and Nikhil. And Abdullah comes to the middle, very explosive if he gets going.
Yeah, Saeed Abdullah, interesting tactic to bring him in at number 3. He's almost opening though in the third over. See if there's any difference in the way he plays. He's a very attacking player. Gonna be runs not off the bat, but extras for the Cowboys.
So umpire Brian Kane along with Irfan. Brian Kane, as we made mention, Nikhil always so precise on time. He's trying to get some information when the toss will occur, and he told me that the toss will happen in 48 seconds from now.
Taskmaster, the hardest, could say, on the field at all times. Big swing and a miss from Narvekar. That's where Udit Patel needs to operate. He's been a little inconsistent. Some deliveries down the leg side. It's very hard to hit that length down the ground, especially with long off bat as well. Has the protection.
Yeah, so now Narvekar has played at briefly at the DC level. DC Hawks represented them last year. A couple of brief stint for him. Playing a miss, stretching for a ball that is called wide here from Brian Kane. And that pushes the score up to 27 for 1. They've lost the wicket of Salek Iqbal. They've changed the batting order slightly. Abdullah comes in at 3. And Salek Iqbal moves from 3 to the number 1 or number 2. And along with Neil Narvekar. Narvekar is up on 17 from 12 balls. So good strike rate. And you look at the bowling here of Udit Patel. Doesn't seem to do much, but he gets very good result. 3 overs gone, 27 for 1.
Nine runs on over for the first 3. Excellent start to this power play by the Cowboys. Yes, they've lost the wicket, but have gotten a solid base. They've got a deep batting lineup, as we know. Need a badam drink today, Rennie?
I tasted it, but I've only had one maybe today. I'll take another one. Waited for it to be cold, so I see there's some in the ice pitcher. Cold and refreshing. What about you?
Oh, I love it. I have that every day. On these hot days, you know. You need a badam.
So Yash Kangura has been given the ball, and he comes in here with the current run rate being 9. Saeed Abdullah will get ready to face his first ball. Very explosive player. Would relish the opportunity to bat during the power play.
So that's Abdullah's first delivery, legal delivery, I should say. Leaves it outside the off stump. What total do you think they need in this power play, the Cowboys?
Well, we've seen 50 and 60 being pretty good score. They've lost 1. They were off to a very good start. At the end of 2, they were batting at almost 10 runs and over, so still on course here to do 60, 70 runs. Abdullah, if he gets going, he scores very quickly. Oh, Paul, straight to the man. Neil Patel takes an easy catch, and Abdullah goes without scoring.
One field in the leg side boundary, and Abdullah Said picks him up perfectly. Doesn't even have to move. Neil Patel, right in front of us, easily takes the catch. Makes no mistake. So 27 for 2. Wickets falling for the Cowboys. Trouble brewing at the moment.
So the captain, Jaladua, comes out to the middle at 27 for 2. Ball guided away. That's a good looking shot for Jaladua to start. And first ball 4.
Well, to me, the most important member of this batting lineup for the Cowboys, Jaladua. The misfield means that he has a fantastic start. Got to continue. Think he's got to bat a long time.
Yeah, there's a 50 for him already in this tournament. The fact is the Texas Cowboys would have only played 2 matches. Their first match of the series got rained out, so they're missing one game, a game in which they shared points with the Hawks. Now they come in here in those 2 matches. Jaladua 16 and 52. And he comes in here with his team needing a big innings from him or Narvekar or any of the batters to come. And he gets an inside edge. They scamper through. Maybe throw to the wrong end. And in the end, a couple of runs. In fact, a single run here.
Yeah, they were screaming for the bowler's end. I think it really would have been interesting had he thrown to that end.
Rahul Misra, the fielder, may have thrown to the wrong end. In fact, he threw to the middle of the pitch, so needed
He
to
couldn't
choose.
decide.
Pretty neutral, not to the keeper, not to the bowler. And Narveka comes back into strike.
Well, Neil Narveka been there for 13 deliveries. Seen 2 wickets go down at the other end. Has to consolidate for this power play. I think he's very important as well to their chances.
Yeah, in the meantime, we've seen a very good spell here from Yash Kangura. And also we've seen a very good couple of overs from Udit Patel. And the thing is with Udit Patel, for example, doesn't have the name, but he really gives you a performance. I've seen him bowl before, and he's one of those unsung players that because he doesn't have one of his big name, but he goes about very unassumingly and does his job. Ball cut away. That's a good looking shot from Narveka. Will get 2 runs here. And that will close out over number 4, 34 for 2.
So as per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी कुछ नहीं
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया कर लूंगा
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो।
3 minutes
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है।
रखो हाँ हाँ हाँ
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर मिक्स कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट
Seven runs and a wicket from the last over. 2 remain in this power play. Got to close it up. I think the Cowboys cannot afford to lose another wicket. They're going at 8.5 runs per over. That's not a concern. It's the wickets column. This is a real problem.
So Udit Patel, 2 overs no min, 1 for 7, 1 for 14, sorry, going at 7 and over. And we'll come into bowl to Jaladua. Jaladua is going to be a key man here. He loves the offside. And sometimes commentators know the players a lot more than the opposition, Nikhil. And if I was the captain out there, I'll put a man up deep, extra cover boundary. He loves that area. He's a type of batsman that really makes room towards the leg and to play on the off. He manipulates the ball into the offside. So even if you try to follow him down the leg side, he makes that little bit of room and that adjustment. And he plays on the offside. He's very strong in that area. Narveka comes out here at 35 for 2. Oh, balled him. So Udit Patel has finally picked up his second wicket. Neil Narveka goes for 19. Completely, comprehensively bowled by Udit Patel. Is 35 for 3.
They're on the attack. The New Jersey Titans. The stumps dislodged. Third wicket going now in the power play. We're just speaking about the importance of not losing a wicket. And Narveka, the opener who's been there for so long, has to depart.
Just 3 minutes, honey.
भाई साहब
So 35 for 3. It appears Shiru Bhatia is coming out to the middle. We'll confirm that once he gets to the middle, but seen him play before. Attractive left-hander. And he comes out here with a lot of work to be done. They've lost 3. They've lost the wicket of Salek Iqbal, Saeed Abdullah and Neil Narvekar. We've seen a couple of wickets from Udit Patel and one from Yash Kangura.
Of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ baby, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या अभी
minutes में impossible.
Shiru
मगर MTR
Bhatia.
का 3 minute उपमा just
Yeah, we get a thumbs up from our Cricket Club scorer Rinku. I got to tell you, Rinku has worked very, very hard to get you all the right scores. And sometimes
You need to get him to the international level, Lenny. He's up there. Doesn't even give you a chance. Always fast on the scoring.
yeah, and a couple of times when the system has been done, has nothing to do with Rinku. That's the server. And so working with some challenges here, but he's done a tremendous job, and I'll tell you why. At the beginning of every game, there's a lot that goes on at the beginning of every game, and because the schedule is so tight, at the end of the game, you just got 30 minutes to really turn over and get all the score sheets and the players selected and all their jerseys. And we saw during the course of yesterday and the day before, when players go to the middle and they're wearing a pullover, their jersey, it really presents a problem for the scorers and the commentators to know who's who. Sometimes, a lot of time, we pick them up because of their physique or we know how they walk. But there are some players with similar stature, and that gives you a very hard time. And so Rinku has done a tremendous job in getting all the names, the numbers, and all the things that goes into scoring. And then, of course, he's got to score the game. Ball heading down the leg side. Could be a couple of wides here as The strike switches over to Jaladua. Early struggle for them. They're batting at 38 for 3.
You need Jaladua. He has to become the man now for this Cowboys team, given the fact that they've lost 2 wickets inside the power play. Never a good thing.
And just coming back to round out the scoring situation. The umpire's out in the middle. Pretty much all the signals that an umpire makes out to the middle is really for Rinku and the scoring team. Except, of course, when he puts the finger up, and that's telling the batsman you've got to walk. But otherwise, when you talk about leg byes, you talk about no ball, you talk about free hit, power plays, they all try to find where the scorers is, and Rinku is the man to take all that signal. Ball played into the offside. Jaladua will find going a little tough today, based on the fact that they've lost 3. But he's a quality batsman and will have to play a big hand here this afternoon.
Yeah, they need him. Need him desperately. Jaladua, right before he gets ready for his minor league stint next weekend. What a shot that is, though. You mentioned the extra cover region. That's woken everyone up. Jaladua is a powerful player in the offside.
Yeah, I told you, Nikhil, if I was the captain here, that's exactly where I'll put a fielder. The commentator sometimes knows a lot more than the players. 42 for 3 at the end of 5.
So 42 for 3, 1 over remaining inside this power play. Matthew Aishabar alongside me. Matthew, the first 5 overs of this second semi-final, what have you made of proceedings?
Things have gone at a fairly good rate, 8.4 and over, but they've lost 3 wickets, and that's the problem for the Texas Cowboys. But they've got a very powerful batting lineup. Salek Iqbal, Neil Naveka and Syed Abdullah, the 3 back in the hut. You've still got the likes of Jaladua and Chiru Bhatia out in the middle. And Rizwan Mazar. Later on, Gaurav Grover is a pretty good player. Edged, and that'll run away. So a bit of a lucky one there for Chiru Bhatia. And he gets off and running with an edge for 4.
Yeah, really important runs. Every run so crucial inside this power play, especially with just 2 fielders outside the circle. Jaladua, though, I think they will identify this period and this partnership as the one that they need to break quickly.
Texas Cowboys in black and yellow. Chiru Bhatia and Syed Abdullah, I'm sure we'll get used to seeing some black and yellow as they suit up for the Philadelphians in minor league, who also play with a similar color. 46 for 3. Jaladua is 10 off 6 deliveries. He's batted well throughout this series. Got 52 against the Pennsylvania Cavaliers.
That run rate is still very positive in terms of for the Cowboys, 8.62. That's not a worry. And Jaladua will score. He's a natural scorer. It's the wickets column that's the problem. Well played in the end by Bhatia. Still some batting to come. Johan was very impressive in the last game with his start. Threw it away towards the end.
Yeah, you've got Johan Samarawikrama, you've got Rizwan Mazan, and you've got a new face of the Texas Cowboys side, Gaurav Grover, who was a very top quality player in the New York area as well, and plays with Chiru Bhatia and Jaladua pretty much weekly. So some familiar faces in this team in terms of each other. They play with each other quite a lot. Jala Dua, Chiru Bhatia, Syed Abdullah, Rizwan Mazar. They play with each other quite often.
Just 2 deliveries remain in this 6th over. Interesting to see how Jala Dua plays here. Does he, the fact that they've only got 5 from the over, maybe target a boundary if the opportunity presents itself? Does he play it safe? Live to fight another day in the next over. Punches that straight to the man. Dot ball. If you had to pick one player, Matthew, you've been at the tournament now for a couple of days. Who's impressed you the most? If you had to pick one.
There's been some very impressive players on show here. Fandip Prajapati, definitely one that comes to mind, given I've never seen him play before until this weekend, and he's shown some bit of class. Kapil Khanna as well, very impressive tournament for him. Someone that I had seen quite a fair bit of, but this week has definitely been the best I've seen from him.
Ends the power play with a dot. 2 dots, actually. A good over to end for the Titans. 5 from it. 47 for 3.
So as per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So
किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
Back here for the resumption. Remember, this is semi-final 2.
So as per the performance of the previous year, we can see.
Winner of this game joins the Sharks into this evening's final. You don't want to miss that one, Matthew.
Yeah, it should be a very
As per the performance of the
final
previous
for
year.
the Sharks quite easily booking their spot in the final. They'll
Minute
be joined
breakfast.
by one
India
of
ka
the
breakfast.
Texas Cowboys or New Jersey Titans. One name that I missed when calling the Texas Cowboys batting lineup was Imran Raja, who scored 66.
In good nick, Raja. How could we forget him? Man of the match in the last game. For the Cowboys, he'll have an important part to play. Much like this man, Navin Short, comes into the attack for the first time outside the power play. Run out chance, it doesn't pick up cleanly. Still some miscommunication in the end. Finally get the single. Not sure what the debate was about. It seemed to be a pretty clear-cut single.
Jaladua and Navin Short were teammates last year for the Empire State Titans. Jaladua staying at Empire State, Navin Short opting out.
Again, opening the face and running it down to cover. Should just be another single. Don't think the Titans will mind giving away those singles once they keep the boundaries to a minimum. We've seen that their batting lineup with Prajapati, Unmuk Chan and others. Yesterday, Neil Patel, Raj Bhavsar, the captain. But at the end of the day, this is a semi-final. You have that added bit of pressure of elimination. Be interested to see how they play that when they come out to bat. But first, they've got to do the job with the ball in hand. They've started well. 50 comes up for the Cowboys.
They've lost 3 in the process of getting that 50, which I'm sure they won't be happy with. Especially given Salek Iqbal, Neil Narveka and Syed Abdullah, 3 quality players. But still support Jaladua, Chirubatia. And as we mentioned, they bat deep. This one walked away, runs here. Will that go away for 4? Yes, it does go away for 4. Fielder doesn't get there, so Jaladua picks up a boundary. He goes up to 15.
Good shot from Dua, good option. Just tucking it around the corner. Navin's short, searching for that Yorker. Gets it wrong. Now that run rate climbs again to 8. Have to just keep doing that if they can sustain wickets in hand, given the long batting length that we talk about. Just continue to score, pick up 1 boundary and over. They'll be well on their way to 160 plus. Could get to 160 if they continue to bat at 8 runs and over. There's no.
Eight off this over. And Chirubatia just defends. So 55 for 3 at the end of 7.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी कुछ नहीं
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया कर लूंगा
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी and then
हाँ हाँ हाँ
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर मिक्स कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी MTR 3 minute breakfast इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
Seven overs done. It's going to seem to be Malay Singh coming into the attack, the left arm spinner. So end of 7 overs. 13 remain in this innings. A long time. People don't understand. Yes, we think T20 cricket is a short format, but I think people don't understand how much time 120 balls actually is. Long time. Even if you're down and out at the start, you can always rebound.
Yeah, especially given they're 55 for 3. And when you're struggling, T20 seems like an eternity to come by. So yeah, 78 deliveries, still some bit of time to get going. And Jaladua is a player that really enjoys taking his time to get his iron first and then explode whenever he feels is necessary.
They have slowed down in the last couple overs. Just that run rate now dipping below 8.
Malay Singh, how good has he been in this tournament so far for the New Jersey Titans?
In the air and over the man. Short third man up in the circle. And it gets to the boundary as well. Well, it takes a tumble down at the boundary.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Did it not go for 4?
It definitely, it seemed as if he gave up the chase. We'll look at this again. Did he back heel that one in? Looks, I'm not entirely sure.
So it's just actually not going to be a boundary. Everyone on the field, including the batters, thought. But it's just 2 to Jaladua.
This one punched for a single to get Chiru Bhatia back onto strike.
So Malay Singh with his left arm spin. Does get a bit of drift on the ball. Singh has been impressive both bat and ball in this USPL. Big part of their team, the Titans, with his all-round ability.
Yeah, and the good bowling continues from Malay Singh. A good one there to Chiru Bhatia. Impressive fielding by Hatfield to pull that one back just as it looked like it was going to go for 4. I'm sure everyone thought for a little bit that was a boundary. This one down the leg side from Malay Singh, so another wide given.
Extras have been a problem for teams in this tournament. Down the leg side. Well, previous delivery was down the leg side. Having to correct the line. Things pretty slow at the moment for both these teams. The Cowboys, after 8, 65, 64 for 3. Well, it seems that we have one more ball here actually, and that ball is going to be a boundary. So very crucial delivery.
So a couple of runs there. Fielder coming around quite quickly.
But these boundaries are tricking us, Matthew. They look like they're going to go for 4, and then they just slow up.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening. Didn't go all the way to the boundary. Ends the over finally. 67 for 3. Shirobati has been a bit watchful at the crease. Nevin Short, 1 over for 8 runs. In the air this, and I think it has enough on it. It just does to evade long off and go all the way to the boundary for a for a 4. Thought it was going to go for a maximum, but seems like it just bounced before it reached that rope.
Yeah, good shot there from Chiru Bhatia. Shot of aggression. Just beating Yash Kangura and going to the fence for 4. This one turned away though. Push for 2. They were running hard, but only a single.
Nevin Short has a strong arm. May not be wise to take a risk.
So Jaladua captain in this one. Gaurav Jayaswal, from what we've been told, is the vice captain. So Jaladua has taken control of things for this game at the Texas Cowboys.
Nevin Short be looking for a wicket, or want to be in the wickets.
Perfect. We're good, thank you.
into the onside. Just glanced. Jala Dua slowed down though. Hasn't really struck many boundaries since the wicket. That third wicket went down. Probably playing the situation well at this stage.
Yeah, I think so. He's assessed the situation well. He's known that 3 wickets down, he's got after a little bit more prize on his wicket. And it seems that he's concentrating on not getting out. He's already on 26, so he's already gotten runs on the board. Now all about preserving himself, and this one catches Chiru Bhatia bouncing up on him.
Uncomfortable bounce there for Bhatia. You can see, I think it was a cross-seam delivery as well. Got a bit extra bounce, hit him in the chest. So we'll need some treatment for that. Let's take a short break.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी and then
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी. MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
So still treatment to Shiro Bhatia. The players have used that as a refreshment break as well. So end of the 9th. Nevin Short seems like he'll finally get to finish his over. Shiro Bhatia would have been struck. Some uncomfortable bounce. Those cross-seam deliveries, especially given the variable bounce we've seen on display, always trouble. That'll be something that bowlers, especially seamers, will have at the back of their mind.
Yeah, and something that can make the batsman a little nervous as well, knowing that you've sometimes got these few deliveries that just bounce up and in unpredictable ways. So Chiru looks fine and ready to go. 2 balls left in the over here for Navin Stewart. It's gone for 6 so far.
If I know Nevin Short, he'll be desperately in search of a wicket. Loves to take wickets, loves to see that wickets column with numbers, not 0. He's made to wait at the moment.
Yeah, very determined player, Navin Stewart. Someone always willing to compete and always willing to do well when he competes.
Dot ball to end after 9. 74 for 3.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com.
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो.
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So still a lot of time in this innings, a lot of opportunity for both these teams, both eyeing a finals position in this evening's game. What are they saying, continuing? First of all, it was expensive. Interesting move by the captain to go back to him.
Yeah, we haven't seen Raj Bafsa take matters into his own hands either.
He was struck on the hand yesterday. I wonder if that has played a part.
Maybe. It's probably why we haven't seen him bowl, but he's a... If that is the case, then that's a big blow because Raj Bafsa bowled very well yesterday, and he's a top bowler.
That's big. It's huge, and it's out the ground. That's 6. Haven't seen one of those in quite some overs. Jalad Dua. He's bought his time for a while, but extra cover. That's his area. Inside out again.
We haven't seen one at all from the Cowboys. Just the first 6 of the innings off the bat of Jalad Dua, and he goes up to 32. And will that just open things up here for the Texas Cowboys?
Malay Singh has been expensive. Has to adjust quickly. They started well, got 3 wickets in the power play since though. Goes again. This time, that's out of the top drawer. And it's gone even bigger. Back-to-back 6s.
Another clean hit from Jalad Dua. That one even bigger than the first one. And Malay Singh deciding to go short. Jalad Dua more than equal to it and launches that one. And this is a big over here for the Texas Cowboys. Going after Malay Singh. They've seen their man that they want to target, and they've done so. Jalad Dua with 2 6s in this over and still 3 deliveries to go.
Well, when this man hits it, he really hits it. Clean strike of the ball. 50 partnership comes up with that 6 as well. And plenty of time, Dua. With this platform, he's already in 38 from 20. If he bats the remaining overs in this one, could easily surpass 100. Has been consistent. Look at this. There's a man in the deep, but he can't get to it. And it'll be 6-6-4. Big over.
So the confirmation of 4 there. Jalad Dua, another short one, and this one just hammered into the leg side. Fielder couldn't get around. And Jalad Dua has really picked things up. An over that the Texas Cowboys needed.
And all of a sudden, that run rate gone close to 9.5. That's all it takes. One big over gets you right back on track. This is smart batting from the Cowboys. They've just made sure that these two have stuck together. Build a platform, full toss, and would you believe it, it's 6 more. That one is the biggest of the lot. And almost a cash prize of $1,000. Almost for Jalad Dua clearing that, almost clearing the building.
Goodness me, Jalad Dua. Jalad Dua, a full toss on that occasion. And that's pressure on Malay Singh.
An over which ends. Oh, there's got one more delivery still. Malay Singh, wow, he's gone for 23 runs. And still has to bowl another delivery. Daunting for the left arm spinner. 2 away from a 50.
Smart stuff from Jalad Dua. 23 off the over, then a simple defense to finish it. 10 done, 97 for 3.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
So big over there for the Texas Cowboys. Some 23 runs coming off that over. And Jalad Dua has brought things to life here at the Purchase University Cricket Ground. As it appears Noman Iftikhar has been reintroduced into the attack, Nikhil. But we've seen a big over here from Jalad Dua. And what a class batsman he is proven to be. And he's going to be a problem here for the New Jersey Titans. He's up to 48. But we're watching Shiro Bhatia on 15 with a partnership of 62 between the men out in the middle.
Well, there's one thing that the Titans need at the moment. It's called wickets. Because the longer that these two bat together, especially that man at the non-striker's end, Jala Dua, really packs a punch, you know. Watch out this minor league season.
So Shiro Bhatia will be the man on strike, a 6-2 run partnership, and Shiro Bhatia has played a smart innings so far. He's allowed Jala Dua to do the heavy lifting and the big hitting. And in support, he has really turned the balls into the open spaces and taken off a one. Nomi Iftikhar have to abort startup.
And has to walk a long way back, Noman Iftikhar.
So we've seen a long list of bowlers who we saw run from sometime beyond 30 yards. Jesse Singh probably leads the pack. Noman Iftikhar is one of them. Keon Joseph, Ijaz Safi has been some of the bowlers with a very long run up. The ball stabbed into the offside here by Shiro Bhatia. We're beginning to see a very good contest. Good recovery here from the Texas Cowboys. They would have lost their first wicket at 24, their second at 27, and their third at 35. But look at that. Look at the scorecard. 97 for 3. Unbroken stand so far from Bhatia and Jala Dua. And the Texas Cowboys has really recovered nicely here. Ball steered away up towards the third man area for an easy single and brings Jala Dua back on strike. Titans needs a wicket here, Nikhil. They haven't seen one since the score was 35 for 3.
Desperately, and that man on screen, 2 away from a half century. He's just been very consistent in this tournament, Jala Dua. Came in at number 6 in the last game for the Cowboys. Today back to his normal position. Clearly showing it doesn't matter though, he's able to score runs regardless.
And we made a point, Jala Dua and his men would have missed out on an opportunity to play their allotted 3 games from the group.
Oh, look at the bounce on that. It's a no ball and it's going to be a boundary as well. 5 no balls. And it's a free hit.
So it's 103. The 100 comes up here for the Texas Cowboy. It hasn't come off the bat. It has come by way of buys. And so 5 buys on that ball. In fact, 5 no balls. It's 103 for 3.
I haven't really seen that quite often. But of course, there are deliveries which are bold and get hit for 6 that are no balls, so you get 7 runs. But evades the keeper. I think it was a front foot no ball though. Even though, yes, it bounced very high.
So we get the signal from umpire Brian Kane, free hit ball. And the fact is Jala Dua has so many options or right to get to a 50. He's on 48. And he comes down the track, beats the keeper again, never had a chance. And that's 4.
When it goes your way, it really goes your way. Inside edge. And with that, the 50 comes up for Jala Dua, who continues to perform for this team.
So second 52 of the tournament. And he's really led from the front. It's 107 for 3, 57 balls still to be bowled. And they're going over 10 runs and over here, Nikhil. Things have really been turned on here for the Texas Cowboys. And the New Jersey Titans have given up 23 in the last Malaysian over and 10 in this over so far.
What happens when you just get momentum back on your side all of a sudden.
So Jala Dua asking for a no ball, leg by is the signal. And so things really get heated out in the middle. We have seen some very good strike from Jala Dua. We've seen a couple of balls that have gone behind the keeper. And you look at the card, it's 108 for 3, 56 balls still to be bowled. And the partnership continue to prosper here, 73 runs so far.
Good length, pushing him back, Noman Iftikhar, but the damage is done in this over already. 11 from it, still a delivery to go. Credit to Chirobati though. This knock that he's played, less than a runner ball, but more than a runner ball, sorry. But at the same time, he supported Jaladua well.
Yes, Nikhil, you're right on that. He's a stayer at the wicket, Shirobatia. Much in the mold of what we have seen from Abhishek Prabhu and perhaps Mahesh Kesarkar. They'll stick around for some time.
What about Aurora this morning? 40 balls it was for 21.
So 11 over comes to an end. It's 108 for 3.
Eleven overs completed.
So Raj Bafsar comes into the attack. 53 balls still to be bowled. Jaladua on 52. And Nikhil is so much a good thing when a batsman passes 50. So pulled into the onside in the region of the come box. Neil Patel, hero of yesterday for the New Jersey Titans, comes around, picks up only a single that brings Shiru Bhatia back on to strike.
I want to ask you though, Lenny, from this position, 109 for 3. What total would they be happy with? They're going at over 9.5 per over.
Well, my projected score is 181. What the app doesn't know is who is Jaladua.
Or what's to come for the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what the apps and these number devices don't have. And so they'll tell us 181, 188, but they don't know Jaladua, how destructive he can be, and Rizwan Mazar and the others to come. Johan Shurobatia still in the middle. And so 51 balls to go. The projection right now from raw numbers, you punching numbers based on the next remaining 51, taking into factor 9.5 runs and over now, with a loss of 3 wickets, it's telling me 188. And this one has gone a long way. Jaladua with another 6.
Huge. This is a man you don't want to get upset. When he goes, he's taking an attack to the spin. Surprised that Bhavsar spread himself into the attack. Given the way Jaladua took apart Malay Singh. He comes into the attack, started the over well, but he's paid the price. Anything short, this man is just put away. Just listen to the noise off the bat.
So Jaladua on 63. Sorry, it's 116 for 3. And we've seen an over that has gone for 8 so far of the bowling of Raj Bafsar. Well, if you want to assess how good you are as a bowler, when you bowl to people like Jaladua, it gives you a good idea. No room for error.
Here it is again. Look at it. Just short. As soon as he realized the length, he went back. Those long levers. Powerful man, especially on this ground or a smaller ground. Much better from Bhavsar, much improved.
And Nikhil, you can see how smart a batsman Jaladua is. He not only strikes the ball well, but he follows up those big shots with some low risk shot. There we go, just reaching for the ball. not taking too many chances. That will complete over number 12. And after 12, it's 117 for 3. Jaladua on 64 not out. So Yash Kangura comes into the attack. 2 over no made and 1 for 12. Would have picked up the wicket of Saeed Abdullah. Those were better times for the New Jersey Titans. Pulled into the onside. Fielder comes around. Number 11. He does well to keep the ball in play.
Can hear the excitement in Lenny's voice because that man Jaladu at the crease. Imagine we haven't even seen Imran Raja, who got 66 in the last game, was the man of the match. Shows you how stacked this Texas Cowboys batting lineup is. And the Sharks, if will be planning, they'll be sitting and watching and planning. If in the event that this team is to get through the Cowboys.
So 118 for 3, 47 balls still to be bowled. And a big partnership of 83. Oh, smashed straight down the ground here from Shiro Bhatia. And it's gone for 6.
Well, the fielder Unmuk Chan was in with a chance and just realized it was too high. And just went straight over his head.
Yeah, so not too sure where the ball goes. But it's 124. Big strike here from Shiro Bhatia. And the partnership has gone up to 89. And haven't we seen our fair share of big partnerships? 3 times over 100. And it's interesting, Nikhil, where a cricket ball sometimes goes to hide. Places that you'll never think will happen. If you leave your bag, you leave your haversack careless on the ground, one of these days you'll pick up your haversack and realize there's a ball inside and somebody had lost the ball in there.
Inside?
Inside. Up on top trees, in cars, and it's a very obscure spot.
The other day at a test match, I saw ball being struck into a woman's beer. How does the ball get into that cup out of everything it could have reached?
Yeah. And it simply tells that the ball does have a mind and feeling of its own. When they've struck so much in and out of the park, if you're probably living the life of a ball, maybe you'll find somewhere to hide and never come back. So it's 125 for 3. You can see that. 45 balls still to be bowled. Jaladua and Shiro Bhatia has put on 90 runs partnership. Shiro Bhatia has supported well. He's up to 24. Jaladua on 65. He goes big, misses the ball. One of the rare times we've seen the ball beaten the bat of Jaladua. It's 125 for 3.
Beating outside the off stump. Need to try and find a way to get the wicket. Jaladu, I'm not happy with that because he's saying to the bowling team, you guys have to work for my wicket. You're not going to just get it.
So Kangura still holding his own. We've seen a 6 off this over. Let's see what Kangaroo has done so far. Not bad, 2.51 for 20. Considering the teams has given up 9 and almost 10 and over.
I am interested to see who he goes to next. The captain, Bavsar. Saw him bowling over. He's got 2 from Navan Stewart. Shoulders will come in the back end. Iftikhar maybe. He needs a wicket.
So ball turned into the onside. This man is batting very, very smart. Jaladua continues to bat well. It's 126 for 3. Siraj Bafsar with a partnership of 91, a blossoming partnership. Jaladua came out in tough time. He walked to the wicket at 35 for 3. It's 126 for 3. He's still there. And he's played some lovely shot. Look at the scorecard. He's up to 66. And he's not done yet. So dabbed into the offside. Bit of misfield from the fielder. And now what should have been just a dot ball has ended up to be 2 more runs here for Jaladua, Nikhil.
Well, a man on a mission at the moment. Jaladua need this wicket if they want to have any chance of chasing less than 200. I guarantee you, Lenny, if he stays there, the 20 overs, 220s on the cards. And
So
that is just another one. I have no words.
yeah, this man is so good. He goes up to 74 with that hit. Look at that. Commanding out of the park. Everyone looks up, even the fielder in bewilderment. This is a class display here from Jaladua. He walked out at 25 for 3, Nikhil. It's 134 for 3. He has posted 74. What class here from Jaladua.
Very interesting to see the captain go back to himself, given the way he's taken down not only the captain but also Malay Singh. Clearly has a liking to the spin.
So Malay Singh, 2 overs, no made none for 35. Up until this match, Malay Singh had posted some very good figures, but now he's on the verge of getting them a little bit screwed up here by Shiro Bhatia, and to greater extent Jaladua. In fact, the partnership has gone up to 100 unannounced. Well, big swing and a miss here from Shiro Bhatia. Could be bye. Umpire Irfan signals a bye. Doesn't matter how they come. 136 for 3.
It's a dramatic turnaround though. After that power play, they lost 3 wickets. You were thinking could be an early day for the Titans, but Jaladua had other ideas. 58 balls for this 101 partnership. Wow. Almost striking at 200. Dua?
Yes, Nikhil. Let's see the contributions. 72 from Jaladua, 29 from Shiro Bhatia. Shiro Bhatia won't mind. So it's 136 for 3. Here is Bafsar. Ball tugged into the onside, or attempted to go through the onside, goes back to the bowler. Problems here for the Titans. They'll have to come up with perhaps another bowler, or they'll have to use what they've used so far. Oh, too easy, too easy. Short and pull down, and Jaladua knows the dimension of this purchase ground. That's gone for 6.
142 for 3. 6 overs remain in this contest. Jala Dua 81 from 40. Showing up for his team here in a big way.
So Udit Patel, perhaps their best bowler so far, 2 for 22 off 3 overs. And you get the feeling, Nikhil, this is going to be a different time here for Udit Patel. He bowled at the top of the order. But now, with a partnership that has gone to 107 between Bhatia and Jaladua. Well set batsman out in the middle. Jaladua approaching 100. We haven't seen a century in this tournament. We've seen a 93 from Danish Patel. We've seen a 77 from Ryan Scott. And I thought somebody made 80. 93 from Danish Patel. And then we've seen Ryan Scott. And while Ryan Scott has left the tournament, he's left his mark. Ryan Scott third in the most runs of the tournament so far. An attempted pull that doesn't go too well here from Bhatia. He gets a single.
Nevin Short back into the attack. The captain searching for a wicket. So he's gone to gamble for Short to come into the attack. Heat really scorching here now at the Sunny Purchase ground. Probably the best day of weather we've had over the 5.
Yeah, even the gods have saved the best weather for the last, Nikhil. He wants to give you a good send-off and to give this area a very good assessment and good marks when you go to Bridgetown. Hammered into the onside. Oh! Unmuk Chan, is that him? He comes around, not being able to hold on to the ball. And drop catch here from Unmuk Chan, a single.
You don't see Unmuk Chan dropping many catches. Did it all the hard work. Got himself in a really good position, just didn't take the catch.
So Bhatia given a life.
That's how it goes sometimes. When you're just down, you're down and out for the count.
Yeah, they badly need a wicket to inspire them. Nevin Stewart has taken some bit of control of what is going on in the field. He's very meticulous, Nevin Stewart, very, very concerned about his personal performance. In this age of so much posting on social media, Nevin Stewart certainly takes pride in his performances as at every game he goes.
Halfway into the 15th over.
Yeah, Udit Patel would have marked his mark, so I got confused in that too, Nikhil. We saw Udit Patel giving the ball and started his run, start to mark his run up. And then at the last moment, Nevin Stewart brought into the attack, 27 to Shiru Bhatia.
Down the leg side, so Short all over the place. That drop catch would have already hurt. They had that chance of a wicket. Could have got back into this game. Wasn't to be.
Good bowling here from Nevin Stewart. All the big wind up and swing has gone nowhere. And considering, Nikhil, what has happened here, they were going at 12 and 13 in the last 3 overs. Nevin Stewart has bowled an over that's gone for 6 with a couple of balls remaining. I know much can happen in a couple of balls, but so far Nevin Stewart has really pulled things back. And not only that, he would have had a catch drop off his bowling into the hands of Unmuk Chan and put down 7 runs in this over. This has been a quality one. Good fight back here from Nevin Stewart.
Anything less than 200 from this position, just need to go at 10 runs and over for the last 5. Should get more than 200. They should be disappointed. So the Titans, the game is at them. They've got to really come back into this one. They need to start by wickets.
So projection showing here 198, but those are just raw numbers fed to the app. So ball turned into the onside. Not a good single here for Shiro Bhatia. The 150 comes up here for the Texas Cowboys. And it comes into the 15th over, going 10 and over on a partnership of 115. 150 for 3.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So welcome back, Matt. Going 10 runs and over, it's 150 for 3. What have we got here in store for the last 5 overs? What a partnership. 115 from Shiro Bhatia and Jaladua. Oh, struck and struck well. Shiro Bhatia. He's gone over the players' pavilion. And that's another 6 here at the purchase ground.
Yeah, and I was waiting for Udit Patel to come back into the attack, given he's been the main man, picked up 2 wickets. And I was waiting for him to come back. I was wondering when Raj Bhavsar would turn to him to break this partnership. So far, that plan hasn't worked. 6 first ball and a partnership of 121 between Jaladua and Chiru Bhatia. Look at that. After 67 deliveries. It's been a brilliant turnaround here by the Texas Cowboys.
And Matt, even if Unmuk Chan hadn't put Shiro Bhatia down, don't you think that the damage was already done with 117 on the board? In fact, 107 when he put Shiro Bhatia down. It's 156 for 3 now. So in the air, he's given Neil Patel a chance. He comes in, doesn't get the full reach. And whether or not you want to call that a chance, in the air for some time, a couple of runs to Shiro Bhatia.
It was definitely a chance. And a chance not taken by Neil Patel. Big moment there to break the partnership. But Shiro Bhatia lives to bat on. He's on 37.
So 37 to Shiro Bhatia, 83 to Jaladua. And this time wide, way wide outside the off stump, called a wide. And so far the extras have contributed quite heavily here. 18 extras. We've seen wides equaling or totaling 11. 5 no balls. 1 leg by and 1 by. So extras amounting to 18 so far. Play and a miss on the ball goes through to Parrish. So Matt, 27 balls remaining. What's a good score here based on what has happened here? It's 159 to 27 to go.
They'll be aiming for 200, I'm sure. If Jaladua and Chiru Bhatia stick around, run a ball will get them over 180. So I don't see why they can't get 200. This one cut away by Chiru Bhatia. Runs here coming. 4 of them, in fact. And Chiru Bhatia picks up another boundary. He's starting to get in on some action. He goes up to 41.
Yeah, good slice on that. Shiro Bhatia, he's gotten better by the over. And he's playing a very good hand here. Good promotion for him. You sense if things have gone relatively well, you would have seen Rizwan Mazar. You probably would have seen Johan in front of Shiro Bhatia. But look what a hand he has played here this afternoon.
Hammer down the ground. Field out there. Just be a single. Jaladua, 83. Everyone wants to see Jaladua. And ooh, a hand on it there from Udit Patel when it was struck back. So you could say that was another one put down. It was a very difficult one, but he got a hand on it there, Udit.
So 25 balls to be bowled, 14 runs in this over. Udit Patel.
Got away with that one. Got away with that one. A brave one to go short. Jala Dua looking for the pull, not there. 164 for 3 at the end of 16.
Kangura. So Yash Kangura comes into the attack. 3 overs, no min, 1 for 21. Would have picked up the wicket of Saeed Abdullah. And will come into bowl to Shiro Bhatia. Both batsmen out in the middle, really batted well. In the air, well away from any of the fielder. And it goes bouncing away in front of Unmuk Chan. That's 4 more.
Yeah, another shot. Another good one from Chiru Bhatia. Held the pose in the air for some time. Just not enough to go for 6, but they'll take 4. Chiru Bhatia, he goes up to 46. Partnership up to 133 for the Cowboys.
So Shiro Bhatia given a life at 27. He's moved on to 46. The partnership was given a life at 107. That has gone way beyond that. And Matt, other than that, we haven't seen any chances given by both Jaladua and Shiro Bhatia.
Did well to dig that one out and to get a single there, Chiru Bhatia. Hands things over to Jalad, who's on 83 of 43 deliveries. Equaling the score we saw set by Rajdeep Darbar.
Yeah, he's the one player we also missed when we were talking about the highest individual score. Danish Patel, 93. Rajdeep Darbar, Ranji player. And now Jaladua is Rajdeep in this tournament. Oh, his team is gone. But we're watching Jaladua, who has every bit of opportunity here to get to 3-figure mark in this tournament. And Matt, you get the sense that if he gets 100 here, he could wind up to be one of the players challenging for the most runs if there's an award for that. And the fact is, they have done so well, and should they win this game, he has a chance of playing one more game more than anyone else, than the other teams except Florida Sharks. So big swing and a miss. Some bit of minor triumph in this over here for Kangura. Well, the first ball would have gone for 4 relative to that, Matt. He's made a very good comeback. That's a ball taken on the pad. Signal leg by from Brian Kane. In fact, not a leg by. So 171 for 3 still. And a big swing and a miss from Jaladua. Do you sense that when batsman gets to 85, 90, it could slow them up a little bit? They want to get to that coveted mark. And we've got 19 balls remaining. A tough decision for Jaladua to make.
Jaladua, I'm sure, will be hoping to get to that 3-figure mark, but team comes first, and him and Chiru Bhatia have put together a 136-run partnership.
Look at that, stroked away with all the timing in the world. Finds the gap, picks up a couple of runs. And that will complete over number 17, 173 for 3.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी कुछ नहीं
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया कर लूंगा
इतनी
कर
बार
लूंगा
बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट
So,
किया करो।
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे
Okay.
पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है।
रखूं हाँ हाँ हाँ
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 मिनट्स में इम्पॉसिबल मगर MTR का 3 मिनट उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर मिक्स कवर और 3 मिनट्स में रेडी MTR 3 मिनट ब्रेकफास्ट इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट
We've seen the completion of 17. It's 173 for 3. So Noman Iftikhar usually makes a full 360 circle as he gets to the top of his mark and turns. Ball hammered into the onside. Shirobatia. $174. Jaladua up to 86 from 46. We've still got 17 balls remaining. He comes down the track, doesn't get hold of a ball, and a ball that beats Paresh Deshmukh. And Matt, when you look at Noman Iftikhar, look when he goes back to the top of his mark, he makes a full 360. And I'm trying to think, there's a bowler from South Africa, doesn't come to mind. But he does that exactly. Two brothers who used to play for South Africa. Doesn't come to my mind straight away. But I will remember.
Morning, Merkel.
Yeah, one of the Merkel boys. Morning Merkel, a couple of runs here. I wonder how old you were when Morning Merkel and the boys used to play. Did you see him play?
I've only seen Merkel a few times. 2015.
So 177 for 3. We've got 15 balls still to be bowled. And a lot of things happening into the ground. We've seen major movements into the ground from
Chirubati has got his half century and goes for the scoop. Up and over there, very clever shot from Chirubati. Goes away for 4, so he goes up to 55.
Yeah, good innings here from Shirobatia. Might have missed that part when he got to 51, but he's batted well, 55. And a partnership of 146. This has to be the biggest partnership we've seen in the tournament. We've seen 3 over the 3 figures mark, but this one, Matt, has to be the tallest so far. And what we have seen in the last 2 overs or so, don't you think Shirobatia has opened up a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. He started to really hit those 4s and 6s. He supported Jaladua well, and now he's decided that he's going to have a go at things. Five 4s and 2 6s to his name, Chirubatia.
Yeah, he's batted well. Look at that. They've come together, 35 for 3. Oh, it's in the air. It's either someone will settle under it or it will go on top of the road. In the end, top of the road. And that has gone for 6.
Another good shot from Jaladua. And a perfect way to end the over. 15 off it, 188 for 3. 2 to go.
last 12 balls. We're down to the last 12 balls. Navin's short mat. But we have picked up some good numbers while we were off here. Tell us about that. Well, this is the second time Jaladua is in a major partnership. And they've scored 211 already in the series. Texas Cowboys. Ball driven into the offside. Navin's short comes back into the attack. And so we've got 11 balls remaining, Matt.
Jaladua into the 90s with that 6. 92 of 48 deliveries.
And so if Jaladua gets 100 here, he waited until the second to last game of the tournament. He waits on the final day. He waits until everything has been put in place for that grand 3-figure mark. Oh, Nathan Stewart, that's a good ball just in front of Jaladua, away from the zone. Couple of good balls there from Nathan Stewart.
Yeah, he's kept things quiet for now. 10 deliveries to go, 189. They should realistically get 200.
And the fact is, Jaladua on strike, he's up to 92 from 49 balls. Oh, he comes on the track, smashes this one out of the park. That's gone for 6.
98. 98, Jaladua. He's closing in, and what a clean hit this one is. Steps down the track, hammers it a long way back. Jaladua partnership reaches 160. And Jaladua is 2 runs away from triple figures.
Yeah, that'll be the first century in this tournament. We've seen several 50s. The closest someone got to 100 was 93 from Danish Patel. But it's Jaladua who needs to be the first man in the inaugural season of the USPL here at Purchase University Cricket Ground, as he needs only 2 to create some bit of history here at the USPL. So Nathan Stewart just waiting for the ball to come back. Let's see what he has done. 3.3, none for 30 so far. And this partnership is up there. They're up to 160 runs, Matt. This partnership, given a life by Unmuk Chan on 107, has progressed to go, 53 runs more. And Jaladua, he's up to 98 from just 50 balls.
Big moment here. Jaladua on 98.
So he gets to 99, Jaladua, or will they look to come back for 2? They settle for 1. And that big moment, Jaladua, he's up to 99. It's 196 for 3. So the partnership is 161. Shiro Bhatia, what a role Shiro Bhatia has played, Matt. You get the sense, had they not lost 3 wickets, he might not have been the man to come in.
Yeah, he's batted very well. Chiru Bhatia, 57 of 40 deliveries. 8 deliveries remaining. Navin short. Goes short. And Chiru Bhatia looking for an aggressive pull. Doesn't get hold of it.
Yeah, ball hitting the deck hard here from Nathan Stewart. A ball to great effect, Matt. Look. Yeah, big shot attempted here by Shiro Bhatia. Doesn't go too well. And here's the final ball of this over. And the great expectancy with Jaladua on 99. But we're watching Bhatia. And Bhatia works this one into the onside. Will retain strike when play resumes. And so any early chance of Jaladua getting to 100 will have to wait. It's 197 for 3.
Noman Iftikhar tasked with getting the last over.
So Shiro Bhatia on 58. Jaladua is on 99. Texas Cowboys haven't been sent in. They have posted a mammoth score here. It's 197. More to come. 6 balls remaining. And what will be the plan here, man? Shiro Bhatia, will he go for glory or try to give Jaladua a chance to score a single? I'm pretty sure he'll get a chance. But we've seen some big strikes from batsmen in the past.
In the air, Chiru lands short.
Devin Stewart does well to keep the ball in play still. And now the big moment, the anticipated moment of this series. It comes on the final day. It comes in the second match. It comes in the first innings of the second match of day 5 of this tournament. And a big moment here for Jaladua. He's up on 91. He has done a tremendous job. It's a 163-run partnership. And it comes down to Jaladua. He has already had some very good knock in the tournament. He is on 99 off 51 balls and awaits Noman Iftikhar.
Jaladua, 99, 6 4s and 8 6s.
So he sends Kangura back. And things are all set. Third man comes into play, Noman Iftikhar. He's a very experienced campaigner. He turns, he makes that circle and starts to move in. Jaladua on 99. Here we go. And Jaladua gets the ball, pushes it into the offside. They go through for 1. Jaladua, 100.
Yeah, well played knock there, Jaladua. Finally the moment has come. We've got a centurion in the tournament. We've seen too much good batting to not get 100, and Jaladua has finally ended the wait. A brilliant knock. 100 of 52 deliveries. Take a bow, Jalad.
Yeah, well supported by 59 from Shiro Bhatia. It's 199 for 3. And well done, Jaladua. We want to see good cricket. We want to see batsmen prosper. And first 100 of the tournament. Well, we can go on. Shiro Bhatia on strike. Oh, he cuts and cuts well. Big chase here for Kangura. He probably will not get there. He won't. That's 4 more runs.
Chiru Bhatia with another big slice. Goes away for 4 more. And it's overshadowed by Jaladua. But Chiru Bhatia has moved up to 63. And what an innings he has played today.
Yeah, Matt, you're right on that. Certainly overshadowed by the 100 here from Jaladua. But take that aside. It's time to focus on Shiro Bhatia. What a contribution he has made. Promoted up the order, I think, by a notch or 2. And he has not disappointed the Texas Cowboy. He's up to 63. And with a big partnership of 168. That one has been the tallest in this series. So, no ball. Is that a no ball? Signal, in fact, we've seen a signal from wide from umpire Brian Kane. So that one will have to be rebowled. And quite rightly so. There's no way Shiro Bhatia could have reached that one. I know he's a tall man. But with even bat, he may struggle to put bat and ball on that one.
3 balls left. Jaladua on 100.
And they're closing in on their best score of the tournament. They made 212 in the previous game. Can they do better here this afternoon? Oh, a big swing and a miss. Jaladua remains on 100. He's asking. In fact, no ball is the call from umpire Brian Kane, a square leg. It might have been, we're not sure. It might have been the warning to bowl the first short ball, and he's bowled another short ball. So if you do that, it could be called a no ball.
Yeah, it is a no ball. I think because of that reason. Went over the shoulder twice in a row, which is very unlikely.
Yeah, Noman Iftikhar, very experienced, should have known that. He was given a warning off the first short ball. So here is a free hit ball. Jaladua, he's on an even 100. Oh, that's a good one. He edges this one deliberately through the third man area. More runs here for Jaladua. It's 210.
And Jaladua goes up to 104 of just 54 deliveries. And 2 deliveries left in the innings. Noman Iftikhar, 3.4 overs, none for 50. He's been taken to the cleanest today.
And Noman Iftikhar has gone for 13. We've got a couple of balls remaining. Would have bowled a wide and no ball in this over. He comes down the track. We'll have to wait and see. Gone towards the fine leg area. 4 more runs off the bat of Jaladua.
Yeah, the runs keep coming here, and they've gone past that 211, 214 now the score for the Texas Cowboys. Final ball of the innings coming up. Jaladua, 108.
Yes, 17 runs off this over. And I get a feeling Noman Iftikhar, he's a better bowler than giving away 7 off the last over. But he's been put under pressure. And I think pressure that he hasn't been able to really hold up to. And Jaladua, he's on 108. Here we go, final ball. Oh, smashed into the onside. He's given Neil Patel a chance. Neil Patel accepts, and that's the end of Jaladua. That's the end of the innings. It's 214 for 3, Matt.
Yeah, finally it comes to an end of the final ball. Jaladua, a brilliant knock of 108 of 56 deliveries taken in the end by Neil Patel. So 214 for 4 is the final total by the Texas Cowboys. A brilliant partnership between Dua and Chiru Bhatia. And the New Jersey Titans need a mama 215 to win.
So we'll take a short break at about 15-20 minutes, and we'll come back for the chase. New Jersey Titans, they'll need 215 to win this game and to get into the final.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है।
इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead। जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं।
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया, कर लूंगा।
ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes।
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है।
रखूं? हाँ।
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा, just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. इंडिया का breakfast.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
We're here at the mid-innings here at the CBTF USPL in association with MTR. Texas Cowboys have put up a massive total, the largest we've seen so far, 214 runs. And we finally have the first century of the tournament, Jaladua, 108 off of 56. I mean, talk about a knock there. You guys were 35 for 3, and that partnership of 179 with Jiranshu.
Yeah, actually, we lost like early wickets and, wanted to stay in the wicket and, play full 20 overs and, that worked out and, we got a good total now.
I mean, for you, coming in as a skipper as well, and I think, leading your team with that. And, talk about that partnership. I mean, 179s, you made it so tough for the bowlers to, try to get that wicket and break that partnership.
Yeah, when Chiru came, I just told him, let's play the full overs and, let's stay at the wicket and, runs will come. And, same thing happened. We were at the wickets and we got the runs. Yeah.
And I know, even when it comes to the ball, you guys have a nice, bowling lineup as well coming the way.
Yes, we have a good bowling lineup, and today also, we got some, new bowlers. But yes, I hope we can defend it. Yeah.
Well, great knock there. Hopefully we see you in the finals. All the best.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Well, you have it there. Texas Cowboys have put up a 214 runs here at the second semifinals. This is going to be a matchup you definitely need to watch because NJ Titans need 215 to win. Will they be able to do it? Stay tuned as we go to the studio for the rest of the innings.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So we welcome you back for a big chase on tap here for the New Jersey Titans. They'll need to go at almost 11 runs and over. 215 is the target. From 120 balls, Kulvinder Singh will begin here. Unmuk Chand will be the man on strike, and while they do have the batters and certainly the capability to chase down 215, we all know this is going to be a tough one here, asking almost 11 runs and over. And Kulvinder Singh, a very tough customer at times. He's played good level cricket in the last year or so, and he's made a name for himself, and he will come into the attack to start things off. So welcome back, Nikhil. 215 is the target. This is going to be a big one.
A carnage from the Cowboys because of Jaladua. And Unmuk Chan, he wants to get in on the fun as well. First delivery out the park. Is that a signal of what's to come?
Yeah, commanding shot from Unmuk Chan. He realizes he's got to go big, and he's gone big off the first ball. He has the ability and certainly the skill to put up a very good show here this afternoon. And boy, they'll need one. Unmuk Chan has come out with Prajapati, and we've seen a piece of Prajapati during the course of this series. He's a quality player. It's 6 without loss.
What a knock that was, though, Lenny. 108 from 56 balls. Someone's going to have to put their hand up, really play a blind if they want to get close to that 214.
So good stuff from the keeper.
And with those two eyes, 8 from the first delivery.
So the keeper is Rizwan Mazar. Jaladua during the course of 108. Nikhil gets a chance to probably relax a little bit, and he's handed the glove and the pads to Rizwan Mazar, a competent keeper, and turns the strike over to Prajapati. He's had a very good series, top quality player. Oh, he gets a full toss from Kulvinder Singh. Could pick up a couple of runs. Abdullah giving chase, and 2 more runs. In fact, 2 more runs to the Titans. 2 runs to begin with to Prajapati. He's a class player. If he gets going, Nikhil, could be treated with some lovely shots.
Can you imagine the carnage that would be on display if they were to get anywhere close to 214? We'd be in for a real treat in this semi-final too. By your logic, Lenny, in terms of the every other game, it's been close. We should see a pretty tight one.
Yeah, we should be seeing. This game is going to go down 11 needed in the last over. Is that good enough?
With 1 wicket left, maybe.
Yeah, with 1 wicket left. Oh, that's a good delivery here. Bowling to Unmuk Chan. Not easy to have him. In fact, Prajapati It's not easy to cut those batsmen in two. Kulvinder has done that.
Just got one to come back. Very skillful in terms of his swing bowling, Kulvinder Singh.
And typically we think of left arm seamer to really move the ball away. That's the easiest part for them to do. But the ones who bring it back in becomes even special. Kulvinder is one of them.
Down the leg side.
So 11 in this over so far, exactly what they needed. So they've got it here quite quickly. We've seen a lovely shot to start from Unmuk Chan for 6. And we've seen 11 in the over so far. Oh, bowled him! Full toss, came down looking for a big shot. And that's the end of Prajapati. He's gone for 2. It's 11 for 1.
Big strike by Kulvinder Singh, the experienced man. Full toss, missed out. Prajapati was so juicy that he just tried to hit it too hard and didn't make contact.
So the first wicket goes down, Prajapati gone. His first failure of this tournament, he's gone for 2. And Raj Bafsar, the captain, in fact, the captain comes to the middle. At number 3, played a very good hand yesterday. But today has a long way to go. 204 is the ask.
Is Kulvinder Singh going to be playing on the West Coast again? Trying to check. Pretty sure I saw him. Yeah, he's back in with the Silicon Strikers. He's a long way from home then. Kulvinder Singh in New York.
Almost like going to the Caribbean. 5-6 hours. So we'll come into bowl to Raj Bafsar. They're under pressure here, the Titans. Having conceded 214 runs, they've lost one of their top batters, Prajapati, for only 2.
Bafsar played a brilliant innings yesterday. I think he was so important to that run chase. Got them to a position where they needed 50 from the last 5.
Yeah, and it was...
After 111 for 1.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So 11 for 1 off the first over. Gaurav Grover gets a ball. Oh, Unmuk Chan over the offside. Couple of bounces and that's gone away for 4.
Well, I saw Unmuk Chan make 100 in that minor league season last year. If he gets another one in similar fashion, I can tell you the Titans can definitely chase this down.
Yeah, a couple of big shots here from Unmuk Chan. Couple of boundaries. 6 off the first ball. Now 4 off the very first ball that Gaurav Grover has delivered. Oh, into the hands of Kulvinder Singh. And the second wicket goes down. Unmuk Chan gone.
And look at the celebration from Kulvinder Singh. Knows the importance of that wicket. As soon as he caught it, put the ball up in the air. He's first taken a crucial wicket and now he's taken a crucial catch. The Cowboys carrying on the momentum from the batting display, well on top.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So it appears Yash Kangura has come to the middle. And he comes in here because we've seen the departure of Unmuk Chan straight into the hands of Kulvinder Singh. Didn't make a mistake, and Gaurav Grover, second ball into his bowling spell, has picked up the big wicket of Unmuk Chan.
Well, to lose both their openers in such quick time will be a serious setback. Here is the wicket again. Trying to go over that cover fielder, just didn't time it, didn't get the elevation needed. Unmuk Chan, a huge wicket gone. Now remember, this is a semi-final, so they have to go for these runs. They have to continue to be positive, even though they've lost 2 early wickets.
So Grover comes into the squad this morning. Although he was on the roster, didn't play any of the games. I may have flown in for this event. He's a New York man, so he would have had to be driven here. So Raj Bafsar yet to get off the mark. 16 from 2. 16 for 2. And Nikhil, how do you win a game from here?
Got to take it piece by piece. The captain, Bafsar, already was involved in one intense chase yesterday. He can do it again. But it doesn't help their cause that they're chasing 215, that's for sure.
So a long way to go, 198. That alone tells you that that's a whole different T20 score by itself. That's a tall side of a T20 score. The fact is you have lost Prajapati and Unmuk Chan. Where do you go from here? We'll find out. 2 overs gone, 2 for 17.
Well, got to score 11 runs and over. You know the real time for these 2 new batters to get in.
Siraj Bafsar. Good looking drive. Ball going straight to Mohammad Bajwa. So this has been a big performance here from the Texas Cowboys. This one driven down the ground. Imran Raja can't get across too quickly enough, and that's gone away for 4. Good looking shot here from Raj Bafsar.
Yes, Singh wasn't happy about the effort from Imran Raja.
And already a replacement has been made. Imran Raja gets called in. And out goes Abdullah Saeed.
Kulvinder Singh is a very good pickup for them. He's been valuable, showing his experience as well.
Yeah, no pressure on the bowler at all. And the way things have gone, it's 215. It gives you a chance to come in and bowl with some bit of freedom. If you're a spinner, you get a chance to probably try some variations that you probably may not if the score was 140. And I'm pretty sure that the fast bowler, they do have some liberty to try some of the balls that they probably would not use too many times. Oh, struck and struck well. It's in the air. Abdullah comes in and takes the catch. 21 for 3. Raj Bafsar falls. And trouble here for the New Jersey Titans.
Serious trouble, problems. You need a 215. You're always going to start on the back foot. but the fact that they've lost 3 wickets already, big trouble. Abdullah Saeed takes a good catch. Just placed himself there at long on for that exact reason.
Yeah, we saw a ball or two ago. They had exchanged. Imran Raja called him in. And Abdullah Saeed goes to the deep, takes a catch, well judged catch. He typically has safe hands, and so 21 for 3.
Neil Patel still has to come. Navin's short as well. 2 that can hit the ball, but very hard for them to come in and hit their way to 194. Someone's got to stand up and bat. So Kuvinder Singh has got 2 wickets now. Well, would you believe it? All scenes happening. It's a run out. And the Texas Cowboys are well on top of things. It was a leg before shout. I want to look at this replay again, Lenny, because the keeper caught the ball and hit the stump. It was very close. Did he just hit the stump before? Have a look at it again. Keeper comes to the stump. No, I think it's fine. I think it was in when he hit the stump, but the excitement, really poor cricket, you have to say. And Kangura's gone. 21 for 4 when you're chasing 215. Well, Navin's short needs to be probably the best innings he'll ever play in New York City. Has to come today.
So we'll confirm. It appears Rahul Misra is out in the middle, and now comes Navin Stewart.
He's at it.
So Navin Stewart comes to the strikers end. Kulvina has picked up 1. We've seen a run out and a couple of wickets to fall in consecutive balls. Navin Stewart comes out here with the team requiring 11.1. Nikhil.
He's got to play this smart. Don't think he would have expected to walk out in the 3rd over. But now it's happened. He's got to take charge of the situation. An experienced player short. Run out chance at the bowler's end. It's going to be 2 wickets in 2 balls.
Hat-trick.
In fact, it's a team hat-trick. It's pointless cricket. Where is he going? Nerves of a semi-final game. They've really shot themselves in the foot. The Titans, 21 for 5.
Yeah, the question is, where is Misra going? One of the fundamentals they'll tell you about running. Do not run when the ball is in the hands of the fielder. And the ball was almost in the hands of the fielder. Considering you've lost wickets just on the previous ball, bad misjudgment here from Misra. So he goes. And it's 21 for 5. Look at that.
Yeah, don't quite get that thinking from Mishra, but he's got to depart. So Navin Stewart with all the work in the world to do.
How often do we see 2 consecutive run-outs in cricket? And I say how often, very rare, but we've seen a couple of wickets taken by successive ball. We saw Kean Joseph striking the stumps twice. We saw it not long ago in one of these games. But is it Parish Deshmukh who's come to the middle?
Yes, it is the keeper, Deshmukh. After 3 overs, boy, does he have some work to do to get his team to any respectable position. There it is again, just miles out of his ground. Rahul Mishra.
So top edge into the offside. And number 6 getting a hand onto the ball, doesn't hold on. That's Neil Narveka.
That
could have easily been 21 for 6, 22 for 5. And Navian Stewart comes into strike. Gaurav Grover is the bowler.
So how does Navian Stewart play this? Does he look to bat some time here? Or does he look to go for the runs? 5 wickets down, they've already lost half their team.
Yeah, he will have to play how he plays, and that is go aggressively and see what happens. Not too much time left. And when I say not too much time left, Nikhil, I'm talking about 5 wickets already in the hut.
It's still wrong. Please take it down.
So he goes big, doesn't go too well, and he remains not out. 22 for 5. Navian Stewart and Parish Deshmukh out in the middle. And Gaurav Grover continues to bowl well.
Could have been a 3rd run out, even. End of 4. Eventful. Oh no, 1 delivery remaining. It's all happening here. Excitement overbearing.
So ball taken on the pad. That will complete 4. And after 4, it's 22 for 5. All right. I know what
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead
Kulvinder Singh back into the attack. Pulls up, so we'll re-ball that one.
might be a good chance for Kulvinder to bowl all his 4 if he wants to. Nothing happening here. 22 for 5.
Yorker, was it pad first? No, bat. Here's a look at the team hat-trick from Kulvinder Singh's last over. 3 wickets in 3 balls. 2 falling for the mode of run out.
There we go.
That was the first. It was the first of the runouts, and then came the second pointless cricket. Back live. And then they also had that opportunity where they back live now. Had 2 balls in the over so far. So Kulvinder Singh starts with 3 dots. That was the wicket of Prajapati. Good catch by Saeed Abdullah. Fired into the pads again. Sure we will see 4 overs bowled by Kulvinder Singh. He's asked the right questions. Look at that. 10, 2, 5, 1 and 0. Not great, especially when you got a total of 215. It does play on your mind though when you have to chase so many. Really tough to see them winning from this position. 5 wickets down. Ask here is 12 and a half. How did that miss the stump?
So we saw a big partnership of 179 posted by Shirobati and Jaladua. Jaladua bringing up the first century of the tournament. And they were batting at 35 for 3. And so they're batting at 23 for 5. Navin Stewart, he's yet to get off the mark. That's Kulvinder Singh. So playing a miss, that will complete the 5th over. And after 5 is 23 for 5. So Gaurav Grover will continue. Deshmukh is the batsman. They're batting at 23 for 5. 192 needed. Oh, into the offside. Big strike here from Parish Deshmukh. And it looks like that may have gone all the way. So 4 runs is the signal from umpire Irfan. And that'll take the score up by 4 to 27 for 5. They're struggling here. New Jersey Titans, they conceded 214 when they bowled. Noman Iftikhar, 4 overs, no win, none for 53. And a big partnership of 179. Shiro Bhatia, 63 not out. They'll come back for a couple of runs perhaps. In fact, they'll settle for 1. Could be by. In fact, no signals or a run off the bat of Parish Deshmukh. And the fact is, Nikhil, we may have missed a couple of run-outs. And Shiro Bhatti is having such an excellent game. He would have started that slide. Threw a ball that got Rahul Mishra run out. And also played a part also in the one of Kangura's dismissal. So Shiro Bhatia not only contributing with bat with 63 runs, but a couple of throws to the right end.
Yeah, there was very important awareness, especially on the ground. Had to be aware to throw the ball. Navin Short is none from 10 deliveries. Don't think I've ever seen a man who hits the ball so powerfully, but based on the situation of his team, he's trying to stick in there, see what they can come up with.
Unless we have the wrong man on strike.
No, I think it's right. There's only one man with a golden helmet.
So this has been a very good over from Gaurav Grover. And ball goal, look at this. Throw comes in for Shiro Bhatia. And can you believe it? Another run out. Shiro Bhatia involved. Nevin's short gone.
He can't believe it, Navin Stewart. And there was no chance of getting back. What is going on? The running has just been atrocious. Stewart is gone 28 for 6. I can't believe what we're witnessing. End of the 6th over. Probably one of the worst power plays in the history of T20 cricket. 28 for 6.
Wow, unbelievable. To the same guy.
Audio.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So Imran Raja comes into the attack with the ball in hand. And what a platform he has in front of him. So Seam back into the attack. Played into the offside, will be one. Don't understand the running. Let's have a look at the last run out again. Nathan Short, man, that probably if you had a 1% chance of winning the game, it would be for him. Here it is, hit the ball to point. Parish Dashmut sends him back. No chance. In the end, the crucial yes/no. That is shocking.
All three run out, you throw the ball. Yeah. The third one was yours? Yeah. Told you. Told you. He's the only man with a neon cap. So amazing turnaround of events here at the Purchase University ground. Ball stroked into the onside from Parish Deshmukh.
So Imran Raja asking questions very early on.
Three. Imran Raja given the ball, and we've seen 32. We've seen 32 for 6. Udit Patel, the man on strike. Parish Deshmukh at the non-striker's end, and a lot is happening here. Brian Kane gets ready for play here. Just checking with the scores table, making sure that we are ready. And Imran Raja will come into bowl to Udit Patel. Still 183 from 80 ball, asking 13 runs and over. Pulled into the region of Shiro Bhatia. Now I got to tell you something about Shiro Bhatia, Nikhil. He made 63. And what is coincidence? What a bit of coincidence when he goes onto the field. All three runouts have been attributed to the throw from Shiro Bhatia.
Boy, the ball's found him. And also indecision has also followed him as well, because the batters have had no idea in the middle. 3 runouts. Not great cricket. No point blocking their own either, Lenny. If you want to have any chance of going to the finals, you have to score at 13.82. We've seen crazy things happen in cricket.
Yeah, who would have thought as a bowling unit you plan to bowl 20 quality over, or you plan to take 10 wickets, but you never plan to get so many runouts. So the 7 over comes to a close. 34 for 6.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी. and then-
हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast, इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट.
So Parish Deshmukh, very defensive. So 14 runs is the ask, 181 from 77 balls. Ball swung into the onside, and they'll pick up a run.
So inside the 8th over. Put it into the onside. Been a bit less chaotic from how it started last over or so. 25 for 6. Wow. Don't think I would have ever seen that. Don't think I've ever seen that before. So, Grover, sorry. Bowling his final over. Keeping it very economical at the moment, the Texas Cowboys. So still one delivery remaining in this over. He'll be looking for a second before he closes off his spell. Almost back onto the stumps. Ends the 8th, 37 for 6. Over cover. And over the man. Almost a 7th wicket. Deshmukh looking for the boundaries as he should. Point up in the circle. Comes down the track.
Yeah, Salek Iqbal, the fielder on this occasion. Maybe the only spill of what has been a perfect day, or really an excellent day here for the Texas Cowboys. Everything they have done pretty well, except for that one blemish here off the hands of Salek Iqbal. So Parish Deshmukh, he's up to 15, it's 41 for 6. We're in the 9th over. Oh, hammered into the long area of the ground. Abdullah! Look at that! Abdullah has taken a catch.
Well, that man is positioned that long on for that reason. Abdullah Saeed almost popped out.
It's gone for 6. Might have touched the tree. That's the rule in this part of the world. It did touch the tree. You could see a little bit of twig falling when the ball came down. And that's the rule in this on the grounds that do have trees surrounding the boundary. So that's gone for 6.
Those leaves, get those leaves out the way. That's what Abdullah Saeed will be saying. Here it is again. It was in the air. We all thought Abdullah Saeed has taken the catch. He did take it. As you can see, he just went through the trees. It was actually a really good catch. The fact he was still able to take it.
So the 9th over comes to a close. It's 47 for 6.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते, आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So after 9 overs, 47 for 6. Bhavik Patel, the leading wicket taker in the tournament, comes into the attack.
Yes, this is going to be some taking here. It's 168 to win from 66 ball. Bhavik has bowled well in the tournament. As you mentioned, Nikhil, I think with 7 wickets, leading the tally. And so he will come in here, in fact, play it up towards fielder out in the deep. And so an easy single that takes the score up to 48 for 6. As Paresh and Udit Patel out in the middle. So unless 15, 16 runs are scored per over, the run rate will keep going up. 166 to win from 64 balls. It's going to be a tough one here for the New Jersey Titans. We've already seen Florida Sharks getting into the final earlier on in the day. And the question is, who will meet them in the final? From what it's looking like it'll be the Texas Cowboys.
What would be the odds for the Titans to win this game from here? That would be something else. They need 16 runs and over, or just about. It's going to be very difficult. In the air again, but not carrying to any fielder. Just be a single. One of the overs quickly though, the Cowboys. In the air, and this time no fielder under that one is 6. The maximum, the 50 comes up as well. So end of the over. 56 for 6.
So Mohamed Bajwa comes into the attack. There's still a long way to go. 160 to win from 60 balls. And in comes Jay Patak, our guest commentator for this afternoon. Jay, welcome to the box. We've seen a big performance here from the Texas Cowboys.
Well, Lenny, pleasure to be here. Thank you for the warm welcome. Yes, Texas Cowboys have got runs on the board and, put pressure on New Jersey here, which has led... Oh, here we go. Another wicket. New bowler, Mohammed, into the attack, and it looks like an outside edge created, and Udit is on his way.
Yeah, we've seen a dominating performance from the Texas Cowboys. How special was that innings from Jalad Dua, a team that most likely you guys will be playing in the final?
We did have a taste of Jalad, I think, last year in the minor league playoffs, where he scored runs against Atlanta Fire. So yeah, no, he's a very dangerous batsman, and I think he scores all over the ground and power hitter for sure. So it's something that we got to worry about the next game when we face him off.
And Jay, for many who do not know you pretty well, just give us a little rundown, maybe a background. I know you were born in New Zealand or lived in New Zealand.
Correct. So yeah, a little background. I was born in India. I moved to New Zealand when I was 6 years old. Played my club cricket out there. Grew up playing cricket out there, and played district level down in Auckland, and actually played in the likes with Ish Sodhi and Kyle Jamieson. Funny enough, Kyle Jamieson was an opening bat back then when we used to play together, and me and Ish Sodhi played college cricket. He used to play for Papatoe and I used to play for Pakuranga. So, it's interesting to see where your teammates end up. And I moved to US in 2010 and, based out of Colorado right now, but do play for Atlanta Fire in the minor league.
So we're watching Bajwa. Will come into bowl to Neil Patel. We saw Neil Patel winning a game yesterday for the Titans. In fact, one of the reasons the Titan is in the semi-final. I'm not too sure if you saw the knock from Neil Patel.
Unfortunately, I missed it. But let's see if he can repeat this heroic again. I know it's a big task. They need 160 odd of 10 overs. So, big task for sure. I think for the New Jersey Titans right now, it's just to finish on a high note. Had a good tournament so far, and hopefully they can finish on a high note and, take the positives out of this game or this tournament.
So Neil Patel, struck well, straight into the hands of the man at long off. That appears to be Rizwan Mazar, I think it is. And another wicket goes down, 56 for 8.
Yeah, that seems unlucky, all right? A full toss, low full toss are always hard to hit, and looks like he's hit it straight to Rizwan over there.
So let's talk a little bit about this tournament, and then of course what happens next week. So let's begin with this tournament. What's your sentiment on the USPL?
I think great tournament. The way the organization's been done, the way this ground is, the way the wicket is, and I think it's it's up there. It's a great tournament for sure. It's definitely good for us going into minor league next week and coming out here and playing, getting some match time. And you have big players out here too. You got Barnwell here, you got Unmuk Chund here, you had Dwayne Smith here. You have a lot of minor league players here, and it's good. It's definitely a tournament where I think it's going to be popular and moving forward. And I'm pretty excited to come back next year, hopefully, and play it again. But definitely a great tournament, and it gives exposure for the people that are not in the minor league circuit or not in the circuit around playing minor league. Especially we have few players, as you saw Sumit yesterday from one of our team, who actually plays in minor league for Orlando Galaxy, but no one's heard of him. And the way he came out and batted, scored 45 off 11 balls, and got us into the semi-final, which is good. It's good for players to get the exposure, and I'm sure people are talking about him now. Actually, funny enough, I was walking, and one of the spectators said they came here to see Sumit after yesterday's game. So, the word's getting out there. Definitely. Oh, here goes another wicket. Edge, and that's Naomi gone for a duck, and that score is going to be 56 for 9.
Yeah, take a look at big swing and a miss. He has no other option here, Jay, with a 17 run and over needed, 159 needed from 56 balls. And things are beginning to fall apart here. We could see an early final, a Sharks and Texas Cowboy final. And my final question while you're here, what is in store for Jay Patak comes next week? And of course the minor league starts next week. What's going on?
Minor league's a week away, and it was an honor being retained by Atlanta Fire. So, I think we got first set of games coming up in Fort Lauderdale, where we play Fort Lauderdale Lions and Orlando Galaxy. So, it's important for Atlanta Fire to get off a good start. Obviously, we're going to be losing Steven and Aaron. They're going to be going off to USA duties. So, it brings players like me. We have Ridwan Palash. We have other players that need to step up, and I think it's a perfect chance for us to play bigger roles into the team. So looking forward to the season. As you know, last year we fell short of going to Carolina and being into the semis, but it's going to be a fun season, and looking forward to it. I can't believe it's already been a year since we've since minor league. So a lot of cricket coming up, and looking forward to it, to be honest. Really exciting, and I think this tournament has been great, and it was a good leeway into minor league.
So we're talking to Jay Patak, member of the Florida Sharks, number 18, and you've seen the Texas Cowboys. Some good things have come out of this game. We saw Jaladua batting impressively well. Sharks versus the Cowboys. How do you see that one playing out?
Very good game. I think Cowboys have some really talented players. You got Abdullah in that team. You got Rizwan. You got Jalit. You got Kulvinder as a bowler. You got Chiru. So definitely, it's going to be a good game. Hopefully, we can have a good final and end this tournament on a good note and make it exciting.
All right, so we're watching here 56 for 9, still 159 from 54 balls. We've seen a dominating performance from the Texas Cowboys, and it's just a matter of time. 56 for 9. We've seen good cricket here, and Jay, one of the things about New York, you have traveled to many parts playing T20 domestic cricket. First time in New York?
Yeah, first time in New York. Haven't really played much cricket out here, and yeah, it's exciting. Definitely want to come back and. Oh, and I think that looks like game. You know.
So Rizwan Mazar finishes with a very good catch. Well judged, running. And that's the end of this match. Texas Cowboys, they win by 158 runs. What a margin of defeat. Rizwan Mazar is all elated. And there we go. We get ready for the big final. Florida Sharks takes on Texas Cowboy. Your last few words, Jay, before we get off?
Last few words. Let's go Florida Sharks. Hopefully we can bring this trophy home and, you know, make the owners proud and make ourselves happy.
All right, thank you and good luck. Good luck, Jay. Good luck to your team and good luck to both of the teams. With the news, Florida Sharks will come up against Texas Cowboys. We'll take a short break and bring you the final when it happens. So thank you very much and stay tuned for more cricket.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead। जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं।
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया, कर लूँगा।
ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी।
हाँ।
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3-minute उपमा, just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3-minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead। अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Welcome to the post-match presentation of the second semifinals here at the CBTF USPL in association with MTR. Thank you to our title sponsor, CBTF Speed News, and our associate sponsor, MTR. With me, I have Jaydeep Singh, the founder of USPL. You know, JD, it's day 5. Obviously, we've just witnessed the second semifinals. It's just been a crazy past 5 days. I mean, the amount of action we've seen and just the performances even today. And we've seen a lot of even local talent and obviously a lot of talent that came, you know, from outside as well show up here at the USPL.
I think what I loved about the last 4 days the most was sheer quality of the playing from the batsmen, from the fielders, and the way the ground was. The overall ambience, I think it's world class. Yeah. And I'm sure as we go along, this is going to be a tournament which is going to be on a global scale.
Absolutely. Well, the Texas Cowboys here pulling off a massive win of 158 runs. And what a performance it has been. We have the man of the match, Jalad Dua, the first century of the USPL. Jalad Dua scoring 108 runs off of 56, 9 fours and 8 sixes. I mean, we spoke about that batting, but I think the way the boys came up on the field, you know, with the bowling and especially with the fielding, I mean, the runouts that were taken and just the energy that we saw with the team.
Yes, so we thought we need some wickets in the power play, and the bowlers did really well from the start. Kulwinder and Chiru as well in the fielding. Everyone they were really great and pumped up.
No, as you mentioned, with the bowling, we saw the bowling. Obviously, Kulwinder has, been there. Ali Bajwa coming in and taking the 33 wickets, and just, all around the performances that we've seen. But we saw that the NJ Titans were really put under pressure, from ball 1. I think just the energy you guys created out there, they were getting really confused, especially with those runouts and especially Chiru, taking those chances.
Yeah, the Chiru was amazing today, as in the batting as well in the field. But in the starting, Kulwinder and Gaurav, they bowled really well, and we got the wickets in the power play, and that was the match for us.
No, absolutely. And how proud do you feel, getting into the finals now, and especially with the boys coming out with a performance like this? I mean, winning by this huge margin. Your partnership was more than that margin, you had with Chiru.
Yeah, it feels really great. We were like 30 for 3 something, and we had a great partnership. And Chiru and me had played from last 5 years. We are together, and it's been great. And everyone in the team, it's all of them are local guys, and they played really well. So yeah.
Now, what's going to be the team talks? Within the next hour, you'll be playing the finals, against the Florida Sharks. So, in a way, a back-to-back game as well.
Just go for the win. That's it. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah.
Well, all the best, JD, and we'll see you in the finals. Thanks a lot. So the Texas Cowboys will be taking on the Florida Sharks in the finals. Stay tuned. It's going to be a matchup.